Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here and welcome back to another reaction videos, and today we're gonna be reacting to the Mortal Kombat 2021 pitch meeting by once again Ryan George. So I was Mortal Kombat back in April obviously, and honestly it was a fun movie. It's a fun cheesy movie, so I really enjoyed it, but it does have some problems if you really start to think about it obviously, but the plot and all that kind of stuff is not very consistent sometimes. And the new character is Cole. Like I don't know. I don't really care for him that much, to be honest. Like Louis Tan was fine, the guy who played Cole, but it's just like I don't know. I kind of wish they focusing more on Johnny Cage, But yeah, we got Mortal Kombat 2021, and I'm curious what Ryan George has to say about what's wrong with the movie. And considering this video was nearly 8 minutes long, there is a lot of stuff that he has to say about this movie. So without further ado, let's just start the pitch meeting, shall we? And spoilers, by the way. Or you would have
So you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's that game where
You mash a bunch of buttons and then somebody's spine explodes and you need a bit of therapy.
That's
yeah.
the one, sir. So I figure since the game is still super popular, we make a movie about it.
it has been a while since we tried that, so what happens in this thing?
Well, we're gonna start the
Animation.
movie in 1617 Japan, right? And Sub-Zero's gonna show up and kill Scorpion's family.
Oh, extremely rude, very impolite.
For sure. And so in Chinese,
Yeah, for
Sub-Zero's
sure.
gonna be like, hey, I ended your bloodline, you sucker. And Scorpion's gonna be like, I'm Japanese. I have no idea what you're talking about,
yeah.
but let's fight.
Oh boy.
So then they do fight, and Sub-Zero ends up stabbing Scorpion real bad and then leaving.
Oh, bad guys love leaving before making sure their enemy's really dead.
Yeah, and so if he had stuck around, he would have seen that Scorpion was crawling towards his hidden baby and then turns into fire and disappears.
Ah, so the bloodline is still going.
Exactly, and then after that really intense first scene, everything's gonna kind of go downhill from there.
Sure, if we start strong, we'll have
agree.
people's attention,
And we could kind of stop trying story-wise from there on out. So we're gonna meet this not very good MMA fighter named Cole Young, right?
Oh, I don't remember him from the game.
That makes sense, because I made him up. Oh, you did? Well, because this way the audience is going to have someone to identify with, someone who's learning the rules of the world at the same time as them.
I mean, there are like 100 Mortal Kombat characters. Can't we just pretend like one of them is learning about this world for the first
Yeah,
time?
exactly.
we could, but
Like
instead we're
Johnny
going to spend a
Cage.
bunch of time developing this
Even
guy
Kano.
and his family.
Is that going to take screen time away from the characters that fans came to see?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
A ton of it.
Well, okay then.
So Cole is actually a descendant
that.
of Scorpion, and he has this little dragon birthmark on him, and he keeps seeing flashes of Scorpion when he looks in the mirror.
Okay.
And because of this mark, Sub-Zero's gonna show up and try to kill him.
Oh no.
But then this guy Jax is
Sub-Zero
gonna
is so
show up,
cool.
and he's gonna be like, hey, you gotta go find Sonya Blade, and don't stay with your family, because dark forces will murder them.
Sounds like solid advice.
It is, and so then Sub-Zero rips
Yeah.
off Jax's arms and leaves before making sure he's dead.
So that's like this guy's whole thing.
It is. So then Cole goes to see Sonya Blade, and she has a whole wall of exposition to show him. I mean, she's all equipped for this exposition dump.
So what does Cole learn?
Well, there's this big tournament between a bunch of realms, and this bad guy Shang Tsung wants to kill all the champions before the tournament because he's a big fat cheater. So what decides who's a champion?
fat
Oh,
cheater.
anyone with a dragon mark is a champion, and either you're born with it or you kill someone who has it. So if you kill someone who has a mark, you automatically get it. Exactly. That's what happened with this criminal guy Kano that Sonya captured. So like if a
Oh, Kano's so
95-year-old
cool.
senile grandpa accidentally runs over a champion, he will then have to fight to defend the Earth realm.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, let me
Yeah,
ask you
pretty much.
something.
Can we make that movie instead? Well, I kind of worked hard on this one.
Fair enough. So what else happens?
So anyway, Kano
That'll be
knows where
much
this
more
guy
interesting.
Raiden has a temple, so they all head to that general area.
Okay.
And then this guy Liu Kang shows up, and he's like, it's my job to find champions, and I found you guys.
I mean, sounds like they're pretty much there. He didn't really do any of
Liu
the work.
Kang
Yeah,
is
well, he's
not,
gonna take
he's not
credit
that
for
great
it.
in
Well,
this
good for
movie,
him.
So
to
then
be
this Raiden
honest.
guy is going to be like, all right, you all have this thing called
Also Raiden.
Arcana. It's like a superpower. You got to unlock it, and that'll help you in the tournament.
Okay, okay.
But Sonya doesn't have a mark, but she still gets to hang out.
oh, he lets her hang out. Raiden sounds like a pretty chill guy.
He's not. Oh, okay. So they
He's not,
start
exactly.
training a whole bunch, and
not.
Kano, he unlocks a laser beam eyeball. He's real happy about
How
it.
does he manage that?
By arguing about egg rolls.
What?
But then things aren't
Yeah,
really
which
working
is the
out
best
for
scene in the
Cole
movie.
because he's the worst. So Raiden is like, all right, you gotta get out of here, Cole. Go back to your family. And he's like, all right, I'm going home now. Bye.
But there are still dark forces coming for him because of the mark, right?
Yeah, so he goes back to his family.
But his whole thing about going was so that they'd be safe.
Yeah, he forgot about that part, so he goes back to his family.
Well,
Yeah.
okay then.
But while he's back home, this big monster Goro's gonna be sent to kill him.
Oh, I remember Goro. He was like a big boss guy. Gonna be tough to beat him.
Actually,
Uh,
it's gonna be
to be
super super easy. Barely
barely
an
inconvenience.
inconvenience. Oh, really?
Exactly.
Yeah, see, when Cole's family's in danger, that's when he unlocks his superpower. So he defeats Goro, no problem. Oh, so he becomes Scorpion? No, he gets a cool little outfit made entirely of plot armor. Okay, kind of seemed like you were building up to him becoming Scorpion. Yeah, that may have seemed like the cooler and more logical point to build towards, but instead
Which is
Cole
basically
is going
Black
to transform
Panther.
into Cole with a cooler sweater. Sure, that may as well happen. Anyway, so
Yeah,
meanwhile,
whatever.
Kano betrays everybody and lets the bad guys into Raiden's temple. Oh no. So they start kicking everybody's
Oh, no.
butts, and that Shang Tsung guy grabs this guy Kung Lao. What's he gonna do to him? Well, this one guy's like, oh, he's about to get his soul sucked. Oh, getting your soul sucked is... Nope, don't say it.
It's tight. Come on, say it.
Oh,
say it.
getting your soul... Please stop. It's just that's kind of my thing. Every meeting I say that something is
Yeah.
tight. I know. It's just kind of my catchphrase. I'm gonna feel weird all day if I don't get it out. Yeah, no, I know. It's just sometimes it's random, but sometimes it's kind of gross. So maybe just get that out later
I
when
mean,
I'm
yeah,
gone. Oh,
true.
getting it out later when you're gone is tight.
Tight.
Okay.
Oh,
So then
there
what
it is.
happens? Well, then Raiden teleports all the good guys to this white void where the bad guys can't go. What? There's a white void where the bad guys can't go? Why didn't they train there? Well, because there's this whole thing where Raiden's not allowed to intervene, but he's intervening now. He is, yeah. Okay. So the group is like, listen up, guys.
Yeah.
We need to fight these bad guys again, but this time we gotta win. How? What's changed? Well, see, the movie's almost over, so all the good guys are gonna be much better fighters now. Oh, okay, great. Also, that Jax guy had little robot chicken arms, but now he has big robot arms. How did that happen? Magic. Magic gave him robot arms? Magic gave
yeah.
him robot arms. That's right. So then one of the good guys is like, hey, Raiden, you can teleport anyone anywhere, right? He can do what? He can teleport anyone anywhere. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna teleport these bad guys to various locations and then we'll fight them. Well, why doesn't he teleport the bad guys into a volcano or to the bottom of the ocean? Okay, so see, that would be an instance where he couldn't intervene, but he can separate them with teleportation so they're defeated in
yeah.
battle. That's right. So does he teleport each bad guy to a different location and have all the champions gang up on that person and just kind of work his way through the line like that? No, see, that's a way he wouldn't be able to intervene. Oh, I'm very unclear on how this guy's allowed to intervene. So what does
yeah.
he do? Well, he sends them all to like 1v1 fights, because that's like the game, kind of. That's like the game, kind of. It is. So then
That's like
Sonya's
the
gonna
game,
defeat
kinda,
Kano and
guys.
get her superpowers immediately. How come she gets her superpower at the same time as her mark? I don't know. Fair enough. And then Sub-Zero's
just so
gonna
fast.
freeze Cole's family, which is maybe something that people will care about. Maybe. And then Scorpion's gonna show up from
Wow.
hell and he's gonna be like, get over here. What? Did he take English lessons in hell? He took some very specific English lessons in hell, that's right.
Yeah,
so then
pretty
they're
much.
gonna have this really cool fight while Cole just assaults his frozen family in the background. What? And then they're gonna team up and manage to defeat him. Oh, wow. And so, yeah, that's about it. What do you think? Wait, so a bunch of the big bad guys were killed? They were, yeah. So if we want to make a sequel, we can't use any of those guys. Well, we're gonna say that death is just another portal, so. Oh,
true.
so none of this mattered. Yeah, none of this mattered, and we could just keep making more and more
I
and
mean,
more
yeah,
and more of
technically.
these. I mean, let's not get crazy. Okay. But what if we did get crazy, though? Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay.
Sign 5. Oh, yeah.
Hey
5
everybody,
contract.
Ryan here. That's me. Thanks for watching the video. And if you liked it, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button and all, buttons of that
button.
nature. You can also leave a comment down below letting me know what other movies you want to see pitches for. There are also like hundreds of other episodes on the channel that you can check out if you want. As always, check back soon for a new one. Bye.
Bye-bye, Ryans. Yeah, there was a good pitch meeting. It's a 7 minutes, nearly 8-minute pitch meeting, but that was great. It does. Yeah, the movie is pretty inconsistent. If you really start to think about how Raiden's work, about the rules and the intervening and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna get fall apart. Once you really start analyze the plot and how the rules work, then it's just gonna break apart the movie, basically. But if you're just gonna turn off your brain and then just watch the movie for what it is, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a fun time watching it. I mean, I did. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's a good first part for the movie, and I still wish that they focus more on the original. Sorry, not original, but like the characters from the game, instead of just like Cole Young. Because I mean, nothing wrong with Louis Tan. I think Louis Tan plays Cole Young the best as he can. But it's just like I just can't really care for this guy. He's not necessarily a bad character, but he's just like I want to see the characters from the game, from becoming the main characters. Like again, Johnny Cage could become the main character, and apparently there was the main plan wasn't the main plan, but like the original plan to make Johnny Cage the original character. Sorry, the main character for this movie. but apparently the producer was like saying some weird and bullshit stuff about that. So that's why they make some original character called Young, which is like, okay, yeah, sure, buddy, whatever, And it's made by Warner Brothers. Right? Warner Brothers is stupid and idiots, so there's that. um, but either way, I think Simon McQuaid, which is the director for this movie, and it's the first time he directed a movie. Does a really great job, for directing some of the fight scene. Some of the fight scene could have been better, but at the same time was like, okay, it was fun to watch. There is sort of fight scene that probably weird, like the Kung Lao fight scene with the Nirvana. I think that's the the wing lady creature guy. Sorry, girl. Um, Again, I'm not really familiar with all the Mortal Kombat characters. Like I know Mortal Kombat, I know the basic rules for it. I guess the basic plot for it, but I don't really follow the entire story for Mortal Kombat. So I probably there is some characters that I don't even know. But so far with this movie, I pretty much recognize pretty much all the characters. So there's that, and that's good enough, right? Um, but yeah, I still enjoy the movie, and again, great job for again Pitch Meeting. The Pitch Meeting is always funny and entertaining to watch. Obviously, Ryan George is funny as hell as always, and yeah, he does point out the several problems with the movie, with some of the inconsistency, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, if you turn your brain off, then you're gonna be enjoying this movie a lot. I'm sure. Once you start thinking about it, then you probably just like, it's not that good. It's a pretty average movie, I would say, right? It's not really great movie, which is like, man, there is some potential. This could be a great movie, but okay, I guess it's a good first part. I guess you could say that, and maybe the sequel can make things way better, and then hopefully Warner Bros. Can give the filmmaker more budget, because it seems like there is like the budget for this movie is not enough, I would say, because it seems like some of the fighting was slower, or wasn't slower, but like it was happening so fast, right? And then some of the location was okay sometimes, but it's just like, I feel like there is like this movie needs more budget, and I feel like with more budget, then they could portray more fight scene even better, at least in my opinion. And yeah, and then again, Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero is probably the best part in the movie. Again, Joe Taslim is from Indonesian, so proud there. There is some Indonesian actor there, and I'm glad that he actually does a great job, and I'm glad that people actually like his performance. The Mortal Kombat fans obviously, and I think people who watch Mortal Kombat 2021 agree that Joe Taslim slash Sub-Zero or Bihan is the best part of the movie. He's like the most consistent. What's the most consistent? Like he's very consistent throughout the movie. He's cool as hell. No pun intended, guys. But he's cool as hell throughout the entire movie. And then the fight scene in the end with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, played by Hiroyuki Sanada, I think. Again, Hiroyuki Sanada is great as Scorpion, and I kind of wish that the movie kind of focus him on him, maybe. I know I said Johnny Cage before, but but if the movie decide to focusing more on Hiroyuki Sanada Scorpion, then go ahead and do it. I think Hiroyuki Sanada does a great job as Scorpion, right? Or Hanzo Hasashi. And they pretty much, these two characters, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, is the best part of the movie. Like the last fight scene between Scorpion and Sub-Zero is actually great. If only Colion wasn't there. But at the same time, it was like, okay. And I rewatched that fight scene, then the editing is kind of like messed up when Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting. It kind of cuts back to Cole punching the ice to free his family, and it just kind of like distracting from the fight scene, which I was like, man, I wish they would focus more on the fight scene, and then if they want Colin to join the fight, then I guess they could do it, because it's the character for the movie, so why not, right? And he's the descendant for Scorpion, but doesn't really have a Scorpion-esque style, I would say. I think it would be much cooler if he turned into Scorpion or turned into Hanzo Hasashi. Like that would be cool. That was his superpower or Arcanite, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that was the Mortal Kombat 2021 Peace Meeting, guys. Again, I guess you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Did you guys watch Mortal Kombat 2021? If you do, then you guys can let me know your opinions in the comment section below. How high are you guys rating the movie? Mine is 7 out of 10. What is your rate? You guys can share them in the comment section below if you want to. Do you think this movie is a good first part for the franchise, or do you guys think that it's a bad movie? Or some of you might think that it's just a fun movie in general. So just let me know your opinions about the movie, and I guess the pitch meeting in the comment section below. Do you think the pitch meeting cover the entire problem with the movie? I think it did, in my opinion, because Ryan George is just really great at poking problems in the movie. So that's why it's like he managed to cover everything, I'm assuming, but maybe he doesn't cover anything. Maybe you guys actually have some other criticism for the movie. You guys can feel free to share them in the comment section below. And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I will leave a link in the description below. As always, make sure you guys check Ryan George's channel. I will leave the channel's link also in the description below. And if you guys enjoy this reaction video, then please leave a like, comment, and again subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and share this video out there, guys. It really helps my channel. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for the support for the channel, by subscribing or watching the videos or liking the videos or commenting on one of my videos. I really appreciate that, guys, so much, and I hope you guys can continue support for the future. And again, for anybody who are new to the channel and why not consider subscribing to my channel, become a fan or just show some support, obviously, if you want to. And again, expect more pitch meeting video. I think the next one is going to be Zack Snyder Justice League pitch meeting, which is released back in March, but I was able to watch that finally, and it was a damn good movie. So there's that. And the next one is gonna be Army of the Dead pitch meeting, which was released today, I think, the pitch meeting video. So stay tuned for that, guys. And again, I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.